Let me emphasize that Jasmy has been doing absolutely fantastic. With it skyrocketing to over 60,000 holders per Jasmy coin, it's no doubt that this coin is gonna make a lot of people a lot of money. But today's video is not about generational wealth being created through Jasmy, but rather a specific aspect that is going to create generational wealth, that being the Q4 lockup. The Q4 lockup is set to reduce the supply of Jasmy substantially by cutting over 70% of the total supply of Jasmy, locking it up so that it's unused, allowing only 30% of the total supply in utilization and in the market. Of course, that would mean that the substantial rise in value for Jasmy coin would be imminent, as there'd be significant demand in comparison to the amount of supply, resulting in a high and higher and higher and higher price. So we would see basically the skyrocketing of Jasmy coin into a massive green candlestick. It would keep going up and up and up as more and more demand increases and as supply decreases. We'll also be going through the daily market update. Of course, the current price of Jasmy is actually down 8%, which makes perfect sense as Bitcoin is also down substantially, so it's correlated with Bitcoin at 0.004988 being the price. We see the market capitalization is also down by 8% at $245.95 million. The volume in the next 24 hours and the last 24 hours, of course, being 12.6% increase at 28.85 million. With a volume to market cap ratio at 10.49%, a total circulating supply of 49.3 billion, and a total max supply of 50 billion. Within reference to the Jasmy Q4 lockup, this is where things actually become substantial, as there's a mechanism that is being released. The Jasmy deflationary mechanism, which basically is the platinum data utilization business, PDUBS, locking up a massive amount of tokens. The target, 70% of all of the total supply of Jasmy, getting locked up equivalent to about 35 billion Jasmy coins. This is set to come through Q4 of 2024. So in the Jasmy timeline of things, it would be around April where they would officially release that lockup and actually lock up the tokens. Now, this has been verified. In fact, we have multiple ambassadors which actually go through a list of things that are about to be released in that quarter where, we're going to see a majority of the Jasmy locked up. We're going to see massive partnerships unveiled. We're going to see the release of a lot of the products, and we're going to roll the clip for you shortly there. So let's listen in closely.
Frankly, with everything that they've done development-wise and partnerships to lead up to this in 2025, these are the years where it has to come together.
I expect the roadmap probably like February, March timeframe just to get the Japanese fiscal quarters, because I think that was like something that came up in the last roadmap. Is like, is this by the year or the fiscal quarters? And on top of that, at least last year with some of the announcements, it set a little bit of a precedence for the lockup, because the partnership with Biomedica mentioned specifically in at least the article that they're using Jasmy coin, right? They did it by name rather than what normally happens where you see like people post, well, there's no Jasmy coin here. So at least it sets a precedent. And then I think Hara mentioned somewhere maybe in the article or in the tweet that, legally they were allowed to like move forward with it. So that is helpful moving forward to hopefully ease the transition. But yeah, we totally need like at least the details. I don't think the community is really being that demanding with it. You know what I mean? Because we're not saying like you have to deliver this by then. We're just saying, can you let us know when you want to deliver it or plan? So that's like the craziest part to me. But hopefully 2024 is that year. We'll find out, I guess, soon.
See, I got the general feeling that the ambassadors was an honest screw-up.
One thing I forgot to mention, I didn't make a post about it. I just noticed it in the Etherscan. There was a test transaction from Coinbase to the Jasmy deployer wallet of 123 tokens, I think 2-3 months ago. And recently, I think a week or two ago, they moved 198 tokens to the deployer wallet again. So I don't know if that's a particular reason, right? Because they don't really announce anything, or if that's testing maybe how the lockup could work. Again, we don't even know the details for how they plan on tracking the lockup and if it goes back into the deployers, because quite frankly, I don't think Hara knows, even if they explained it to him.
So you've heard it. Products are going to release, resulting in a higher demand in Jasmy coin, overall making the value per Jasmy skyrocket. But here's where things take a serious turn. You shouldn't just be looking at Jasmy. In fact, if you're just looking at Jasmy, you're making one of the biggest mistakes you've ever done. Because if the value of Jasmy doesn't skyrocket for some reason or another, then you missed out on a massive profit money-making time. The Bitcoin halving date is about to happen in 106 days, and that is when most coins make people millionaires. One coin that I'm looking at, and I think everybody should be looking at, is the CTF token run by the Crypto Trading Fund that literally is about to skyrocket hundreds of thousands of percent and make millionaires as a result. Not only is it the best time because you're very early, but it's also a coin that is yet to get the massive attention it deserves. In fact, I believe, and I personally invested into the CTF token, that we are going to hit between $85 to $100 during that time period. Even to add on to that, the Crypto Trading Fund announced it publicly. If you read their official Twitter page, they make it clear that they want to achieve a $10 billion market capitalization, which if you take that number, divided by the very little supply that they have, which is only 120 million total supply, you're talking about at least $80 to $95 per CTF token. That is a massive moneymaker, specifically when you look at CTF and you notice that it's only sitting at 17 cents. People are not just going to become millionaires, but are going to make millions of dollars just by getting in early, like right now, making generational wealth as a result. And it's going to all happen in a matter of weeks. So the earlier you get into these golden opportunities that are relatively new, that have low supply, that are going to make generational wealth, the more money you're going to make and the higher chance that you're going to actually make generational wealth, which is millions of dollars. Now, this is not the only great thing about CTF token, because under any circumstance, it's basically a win-win situation in my personal opinion. The CTF token has a built-in mechanism allowing people to earn passive income minute by minute. Every single time a transaction is done, a sell transaction to be specific, you are rewarded in CTF token. Basically, 1% of that, of the sell order, gets redistributed among people holding the coin. And of course, the more CTF that you own, the more money you make, and you're also making money because the value is skyrocketing, so it's a win under any circumstance. I personally, like I said, own CTF token, and I recommend everybody do the research on this cryptocurrency, as if you're looking to become very rich and to capitalize on money-making opportunities to earn generational wealth, you don't want to focus on just a single cryptocurrency like Jasmy. You want to focus on multiple cryptocurrencies, maybe something like Jasmy that's in the IT technology sector, but also in a relatively newer cryptocurrency that has low supply, that has the possibility of making generational wealth. In this case, I'm looking at the Crypto Trading Fund. Of course, you can get in and not only just make a ton of money if the price goes up, but you can instantly, starting right when you begin holding the token, begin earning passive income. And you can do this just by buying it and holding it. You can, of course, buy it at ctftoken.com, which I'll link in the description, and then click on Buy CTF Now. You'll then get to this page where you can swap your Matic into CTF or buy from fiat into CTF directly, which I think is just way more convenient. But not to bring this up topic, I truly believe in Jasmy. I personally invested in Jasmy, and I believe in the Jasmy product. But again, it's all about capitalizing and making the most amount of money. Whether it be through Jasmy or CTF, the goal here is to make generational wealth, to live comfortably and retire. And for me, getting that opportunity to diversify so that if something happens with Jasmy, like you may have heard from the ambassadors, where they have cited that, they've not been getting much information and they're not sure maybe about the Q4 lockup, it may happen, it might not happen. You still want to capitalize on the opportunity to make generational wealth, because that is the time. Right now, guys, is the time where you get in extremely early, you make a lot of money because the prices skyrocket, and then of course once you're there you decide what you want to do. But the idea is you get in now when things are still dirt cheap, and you get in on new products that are going to skyrocket 200, 300, 400,000%. They're gonna make millions, because at the end of the day you want to make millions. You don't want to make 1,000, you don't want to make 2. You want to make wealth that is generational, and I want to do that as well. And so I'm telling you guys what I'm personally in and why. Again, CTF token, I'll link it in the description. But Jasmy is also a golden player as well, because if everything progresses the way it should, as in the Q4 lockup is released, the globalization through the Avista PC, through the super wallet that they're releasing, through all the softwares that are being built right now with the Jasmy coin. We've seen one of their partnerships with Jasmy actually reveal that they're going to use Jasmy coin. So we are seeing things happen, but the idea is capitalize on multiple opportunities, capitalize on every opportunity to make generational wealth. Now, before I end off this video, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Always do your own research, as always, because at the end of the day, you make your own decisions. And all I'm saying is do your research. I'm not telling you to buy CTF. I'm not telling you to buy Jasmy. I'm telling you to do your research on these digital assets. That being said, I hope you guys did enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, tap the like button, share this video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.